In my last relationship, I was determined to be a chilled girlfriend. When it came to not causing a fuss, not asking for my needs to be met, not speaking my truth, I was living in a way where I actually took pride in the fact that I wasn't causing too many problems, and that my partner, my ex-partner, would be able to say, my girlfriend's so chilled. I love being around her because she just lets me be me. And I did this to my own detriment. I shut myself down so much. All of the words like, you're too sensitive from the past had gotten into my soul, and I actually felt like I had to correct that. And so I was really proud of the fact that in the beginning of the last relationship that I had, that I was actually showing up in a way where I was acting pretty chilled. But I didn't realize that I actually was shutting down my own feelings and my own needs. And so this built up over time and eventually erupted in a huge thing, which was like the point of no return, where I realised that I had to start being more honest. I had to start saying no. I had to start saying, look, I'm not okay with this. I had to start speaking my truth and being real. And that really did erupt a whole different era of our relationship, which eventually broke us. And the truth is that if I'd done it sooner, it would have happened sooner. And what I learned from this was that you're either going to be yourself and people are going to love you for it, or you're going to be yourself and people are going to not love it. They're not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to meet you there. They're not going to be able to give you the connection, the communication, and be able to understand that your needs matter too. And if they can't, then they're not meant to be with you. And, you have to do what's right for you in the end of the day, because I learned the hard way that by trying to put somebody else first, I was putting myself last. And that didn't make things easier. It didn't make things easier for me. It prolonged the inevitable. Right? And it just created a huge problem later on and so much confusion. I basically gaslit myself for ages, and that made it easier for other people to gaslight me because I was already half the way there, right? I didn't have a strong sense of self. I didn't know myself, but the blessing in disguise was that I learned so much about myself from this experience because I had so much pain from being inauthentic that it had to eventually come up. And so if you are taking pride in being the chilled one or trying desperately to be the chilled one, be honest with yourself. How chilled are you actually? If someone had said that to me at the time, I would have been like, I don't know. I just next question, please. I would have wanted to avoid that because it's hard. It's hard.